It's a wonderful first Monday in the 8th month, and it's time for Faith Capsules powered by the Shaper's Act. This is Wonola Detayo the Shaper. Today's scripture is taken from Proverbs 23, verse 18. For surely there is an end, and thine expectation shall not be cut off. Today's scripture assures those who are expectant that their hopes will not be dashed. The Bible is filled with examples of those whose expectations were not cut off. In Mark chapter 10, verses 46 to 52, blind Bartimaeus expected a recovery of his sight, and he got his miracle. In Mark chapter 5, verses 25 to 34, the woman with the issue of blood expected a restoration of health, and she got it. In Acts chapter 9, verses 36 to 40, the widows who appealed to Peter, they expected the restoration of the life of Dorcas, and God heeded their cry. How come having an expectation is so powerful? What can we learn from these stories about the power of expectation? Let's examine 3 aspects of the power of expectation, tagged 3 R's. First, resilience. Expectation has the power to birth resilience. Staying power is another word for resilience. A woman who looks forward to the birth of a child will willingly endure the troubles and travails associated with 9 months pregnancy and even the day of delivery, as she looks forward to the joy of becoming a mother. For a Christian, the expectation of a greater reward supplies needed grace and strength to withstand the pain of persecution and trials without giving up. The apostles were imprisoned. Some were beaten publicly, but they never gave up their faith. No wonder Paul said in Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 2, looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of God. What is the power of expectation? Readiness. Expectation has the power to create readiness. Because Abraham was expecting divine visitation, he was ready and prepared for the angelic visitation that he received in Genesis 18, verses 1 to 14. This readiness made Abraham to be sensitive in spirit, to recognize that the men that came visiting were not ordinary, and he went such a long extent to make them comfortable and to entertain them to the point of delight that they pronounced that which brought an end to 25 years of delay. In the same vein, those who are truly looking forward to the second coming of Jesus will be in a state of preparedness like the 5 wise virgins in Matthew chapter 25, verses 1 to 12, Revelations 19:7. Let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his wife hath made herself ready. The power of expectation. The third, result. Expectation has the power to produce results. The woman of Canaan had an expectation that Jesus would heal her daughter. This expectation made her resolute and undeterred until she obtained the result that she desired in Matthew chapter 15, verses 21 to 28. No wonder Jesus declared in Matthew 15:28, then Jesus answered and said unto her, O woman, great is thy faith, be it unto thee even as thou wilt. And her daughter was made whole that very hour. My friend, as we commence the 8th month, God has much in store for you if only you can play your part by having huge expectation of Jehovah Jireh, our great provider. Till I come your way again next week, I leave you with the charge in Psalm 9 verse 18. For the needy shall not always be forgotten, and the hope of the poor shall not perish forever. This is Wonola Detayo the Shaper. Shalom.